Welcome to the series of tapes designed to acquaint you with the various majors at Millersville University. I'm Dr. Ralph Antonin, excuse me, your host for the series, and with me today I have Patrick Ellison.
Good to be
Patrick,
here.
welcome. Thank you for taking the time.
Of course.
And we're going to talk about geography, right?
Yes.
But before we get there, we want to know where you're from.
I was born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Lived there for practically my whole life. Well,
Okay.
actually my whole life, and then I came to Millersville.
Okay.
So,
And you graduated what year? Which year did you come? 2006, you said, or something?
2008.
2008.
Yep.
So today we are a geography major, but in the beginning we were not, right?
That is correct. I came in as a history education major, secondary ed.
Okay. And how many years were you there?
Well, technically about 1.5.
Okay.
But my mind had started to change in about 7 months when I was
7
here.
months.
Yeah.
Okay, and you chose to get involved with the geography. What led you there?
Well, I had a very influential professor who really sparked my interest in the geography field, and that was Stephen Thompson,
Okay.
who is unfortunately no longer here, but who was a huge influence on me and my interest in the
Okay.
department.
Now, there are 4 options in geography. You chose the
Environmental.
environmental. Can you tell me what that's all about and why you chose environmental?
Well, I chose it because, first of all, Professor Thompson really got me interested because he made the information that he was teaching us in class very relevant.
Okay.
He would talk about car emissions and water pollution, air pollution, things of that nature, and it really got me thinking, and it really kind of made it clear to me that even just one person can make a small difference. And what he taught me in that class sort of is still impacting me now, and
Okay.
one of those things that has stuck with me, and it's just very important to me.
Okay.
So-
Are you going to graduate in 4 years or going to take a little longer?
I think 4.5.
4.5. Was that
Yes.
because of the switch of majors or?
Pretty much so, yes. I had a lot of electives that didn't really count towards anything when I made the transfer to
Okay.
the environmental department, so I sort of lost a little time.
Okay. But we're looking to graduate then maybe the year from now?
Yeah, next fall.
Next fall, the
should
winter
be
of
cool for them.
2012, right?
Yes, winter 2012.
Did you have any internships when you were as part of this program, when you went out into the field?
Yes, I actually had an internship last summer as a transportation analyst for the Lancaster County Planning Commission. And basically what we did was we just monitored transportation patterns throughout Lancaster County, and it involved a lot of field work, but also office work too, entering data in computers and collecting data from various traffic patterns in the county.
Okay.
So, and the summer before that, I did something very similar, but just in Harrisburg.
What was that?
I worked at the Tri-County Regional Planning Commission.
Was that an internship or you just did that?
Well, it was sort of an internship. I didn't get school credit for it, but I count it as an internship, yes.
Okay. So did you do, like, we're surrounded with maps in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do map reading or?
Yeah, we did a lot of map reading actually, because we would drive around in a van to locate certain sites in order to place like a series of traffic counters. And what we did was we had to read a map in order to find the place. We would have to read state route signs and just basically be able to navigate through back roads and over various roads.
What about the global positioning thing that everybody's into? Is this department
the
into that too?
GPS?
GPS.
Yes. It's growing in importance. Basically, it's the GIS thing, which is really growing.
GIS. What's the
And,
difference?
Well, GIS is sort of based off of GPS.
Okay.
You use GPS to find a position, but then GIS is used to map information at that position.
Okay.
So.
Are we looking towards any career in this area? Are we looking towards a job yet, or are you still enjoying college?
I'm enjoying college, but still looking for a job. It's something I think about quite often because I'm not completely sure what I'd like to do. I don't really want to be tied down to a desk all day. I don't want to like do a lot of office work and computer work necessarily, but I would really like to maybe do something with resource management or something dealing with progressive agricultural techniques or
Okay.
farming, something along that line.
Go out into the hinterlands,
Yes.
not in the big city, right?
Well, it can still be in the big city, but
Okay.
hinterlands definitely. I want to take advantage of the world-renowned Lancaster soil that
Okay.
is so plentiful here.
Yeah, and of course you're involved in something else besides geography. What else are you involved in?
Oh, great organization called WIXQ.
Okay.
It's a college radio station here at Millersville, and
Your genre of music is
mostly heavy metal.
heavy
Mostly
metal.
heavy
huh?
metal. But as of late, I've been leaning more towards a variety, with an emphasis on metal, but also I've been throwing in a lot of what they call post-rock and instrumental stuff as well.
Okay.
So,
Now, one final question, and then we'll wrap it up. The hair.
the hair.
The hair. What is with the hair?
What is with it? Well, I had been debating, because I had long hair for a while, and it was just sort of an unmanageable poof on top of my head, and I was sort of getting sick of the look, and I had been contemplating the dreadlocks for a little while, and a few months ago when we had that horrific rainstorm and we had off school, I figured that that was the best time as any to, lounge around and do some dreading.
Okay.
So I put them in, I suppose. But
Okay. I was always been curious.
yeah.
Okay. Any final thoughts on geography? Tell the kids why they should be a geography major.
Well, I really like geography because it draws a lot of my interests together. I'm really into like sociology and history, and basically why people are the way they are and where they're at. And what geography does is sort of ties all those together. It takes the best elements from history and ethnography and demographic analysis and sort of just brings it all together and makes everything relevant to the way we live and the way we operate as humans
Okay.
and as a society. So
Well, Patrick,
that's
I
why
wanna
I'm so interested.
I want to thank you.
Thank
Keep
you.
that metal playing, right?
It will be
Heavy
playing
Metal Wednesday, right?
Heavy Metal
I
Wednesday.
want to thank you for listening. Hope you learned something about geography. Patrick Ellison has convinced me I'm coming back. I'm going to be not the political geographer, an environmental geographer. Thank you for listening.